My name is Bobby Deen, and I am one of two sons of celebrity chef Paula Deen. I have a television show on the Cooking Channel. My brother has a television show on the Food Network. Every day, I pinch myself a little bit and try to wonder why I'm so blessed. This is only my second trip to Oregon. This is my first time to Salem. I think it's beautiful. Went walking around, little downtown area is quaint. I found an antique store. My mama loves to antique. She would drag me to antique stores when I was a kid, and so when I saw one down the street, I was like, it made me think of my mom right away. I'm happy to be a part of this event today because I know it's the first annual, and it's just right up my alley. Eat, Play, Live is another thing that rolls right off your tongue. It makes good sense. I come from a long line of really good cooks. So growing up in Albany, Georgia in the 70s, it was really osmosis. I mean, once I got tall enough to see over the stove, my mother invited me to if I wanted to cook, she would be happy to teach me. I have a television show on the Cooking Channel called Not My Mama's Meals, and I was a little concerned about that title at first because I didn't want it to sound like I'm disparaging what my mother does or like I've turned my back on my Southern heritage in that food. I love fried chicken, I love collard greens, I love cream potatoes, cornbread, sweet tea, peach cobbler. That's Georgia, and that's the way that we grew up eating. I just very simply started dissecting traditional Southern recipes, just finding the major villains in the recipe. If it's a stick of butter, let's try a quarter. Do you know what I mean? If there's 3 cups of sugar called for in the recipe, let's try a third of that. People will often say, is your mama mad at you for what you're doing? You know, like I'm personally insulting her with what I'm doing. She taught me early on, she said, look, the first time you cook something, go exactly by the recipe. Find out what it's supposed to be. Anytime after that, do whatever you'd like to do, make it your own. And you know that there are no rules with cooking, so she gave me creative license from an early age. The kitchen is the heart of the home, that food is love. It's the one thing that every human being shares in common. I meet more and more people who are intimidated and scared of cooking, and I would encourage them to not be scared. And I would like to encourage people to just to get in the kitchen, because we've become a country of such convenience. Everybody wants everything fast and now. This book is called From Mama's Table to Mine. Everybody's favorite comfort foods at 350 calories or less. I'm proud of it. I mean, it went to #1 on the New York Times bestseller list in its category right away when it came out. I think people are thinking about this. I think that people are becoming more aware of what they're putting into their bodies, and I'm glad to be a part of it.